What is up, gang? This is the X Featurette channel. I'm Chris, and I have a trick or treat for you because I was about to record my next review video, and I got my Cavity Colors Spookbag in the mail. So I never got one of these before, so I wanted to open it and see what's in it. And I wanted to talk about some stuff that I've been watching other than movies. So, you know, a little trick or treat bonus. I'm pretty dumb, so I knew, like, I saw the shirt that they posted and it's a werewolf, and I'm like not like the biggest fan of werewolf movies, but I still think they're cool. I haven't seen too many of them, actually. Yeah, I've seen a handful. Like, my husband made me watch Silver Bullet, and he made me watch Wolf, and some other stuff like Bad Moon, and I don't know. But yeah, so like I've seen like the Universal one and everything. So anyway, I wanted to see what this was. I thought the shirt looked really cool, and my kid's gonna be a werewolf for Halloween this year, so I thought, oh, it was pretty neat. She likes werewolves because she got scared of the one at Spirit. She's 2. So yeah, she's gonna be a little werewolf, and I thought she would get a kick out of this. So let's see what we can do without making it too crinkly for yins. Oh my goodness, this is really cool. So I got the extra small shirt. So it's pretty neat, isn't it? I dig it. Full moon, empty stomach. You don't want that. This is really, really cool. A Cavity Colors novel. So it's supposed to look like one of those like horror novels and stuff. I really, really dig that. It's pretty beautiful. It's got like a little Halloween pail knocked over because this dude's getting attacked by a giant werewolf. Really cool art. So, Hallow Wolf. I dig that. So, this bag was like, it's like over $60 with shipping, but I was like, whatever, they got me. I got one of these. I got a beanie with like an embroidered pumpkin guy, and my kid loves pumpkins, so she'll get a kick out of that. That's hers for sure. She loves hats and she loves pumpkins. Okay, this is pretty cool. We got a, it looks like this is exclusive. It says Spookbag 2021 Spooky Air Freshener. So I got a creepy witch, and that's what was making this smell. I can't tell what it's supposed to smell like. It's kind of like a milkshake. No, I'm kidding. That's Harpo Jarvie. So there's that. And every day is Halloween. Classic spooky socks. It just says every day is Halloween. So it's got a little creepy pumpkin guy, and looks like it says every day is Halloween. So that's pretty cool. I have the Spookbag bookmark with the same art. Oh, Spookbag 2021 Jack-o'-lantern carving pattern. We're actually carving jack-o'-lanterns tonight with Lewis Switcher and Movie and Toy Collector 13. Rob is coming over, so maybe we'll carve that. Tenafly Viper official bottle opener. Looks like a magnetic. It's a bottle opener. It looks like it has like a magnet on the back, but it's like a button pin front. So I will stick that on my fridge because I'm always like looking for bottle openers. Don't drink beer. I use them for soda pops, because I always buy like the really like the Mexican Cokes and the stuff with the real sugar. I don't drink HFCS because it's bad for you. Don't do that. And oh, that's super cool. Look at that horror magnet. Horror lives forever is what it says in the tiny print. It's going on the fridge too. I see a pin. Oh, look at that. We have an exclusive 2021 Spookbag enamel pin, so that's a really cool wolf guy. Dig that a lot. I have so many lapel pins. I've been meaning to add them to my denim jacket, and maybe I'll get to that this fall. Oh, the horror sticker pack. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Art by Casey Booth. So these are supposed to look like the Bastille die cut like Halloween decorations, and I actually have so many of those in my house. Every time I see them, I buy them. Of course, everybody had these back in the 80s, like, so that is so cool. I don't know what I'm gonna put these stickers on, but it's gonna be something really cool. And they cut me out a sticker. It's like a vintage looking chick with a kitty cat and a pumpkin, so I'll put that somewhere too. I love stickers. What else do we have? Snazzy Bombs. Black Cat Bath Bomb. Oh. I gotta say, I like pampering myself, so I do enjoy baths. My husband would appreciate this because it is from Fenton, Michigan. So there you go. It is pumpkin spice scented. Don't smell it. Little kitty cat. I'll enjoy that. We have some spooky stuff that my kid is going to totally love. We have a king cobra and a skeleton. And of course we got some teeth. Like it wouldn't be Halloween unless you got some vampire teeth. My fangs. Fangs a lot. And I got some candy, so I'm gonna eat this before the kid sees it, but I got some Haribo, gummy bears, some Skittles, tasting painting, Tootsie Roll Pop. And then there's a lot of what we would call filler candy. So we have, looks like some bubblegum eyes, and it's not Halloween unless you get a Tootsie Roll, right? There's some Dum Dums, which I actually love, and Double Bubble. They got a really nice spread here, I must say. Charms Blow Pop, and another Dum Dums. They did a great job. They threw in a lot of really cool like things to make it special. So aside from the shirt, I think the enamel pin's probably my favorite. Very cool, so thank you for that. I mean, I know I dropped like 50 bucks on this thing, but and then what kid doesn't want a spook bag to go trick-or-treating with? You know, my kid's gonna be using her pumpkin pail, I'm sure, but yeah, that's what mommy and daddy are gonna be putting all the hug jugs and the popcorn balls in, so that's cool. So other stuff I've been doing, I just like totally binged 2 TV shows. I don't typically watch TV shows because I don't really like them. I'm so picky when it comes to TV. But like I kept seeing Squid Game memes and I was like, oh my God, like I hate like whenever things get too mainstream. So I kept seeing Squid Game memes and I was like, I knew it was Korean and I'm like, well, you know, I typically like Korean film, so you know, I don't think I've seen any Korean movies that I didn't like. And I was like, it sounds like a cool premise based on what I know from pop culture and memes. So I watched it and I was hooked. From the first episode, I was absolutely hooked. I loved it. And it's so cool because I see a lot of people like comparing it to Battle Royale, and I guess that like, you know, the premise in that it's a game and they're competing for their lives is similar, but it goes like, obviously since that's a movie and this is not, it goes like so much more into depth, but I like my favorite thing about it is the characters, you know, like the character development and how especially our lead protagonist, like he is, you know, like he's kind of a scumbag. Like he's addicted to like gambling and he like puts that before his kid time and time again. I love that you know, they set you up with characters that you think are going to win and succeed in situations that you think you know what is going to happen. And for me, it was like never predictable. So like every step along the way, like I was like, oh yeah, like this is going to happen for sure. And they will hit you with something that you didn't see coming. The aesthetic of it is just amazing also. Like it's very poppy. The color palette is just like, you know, if you've seen it, like you have the color palette burned in your mind. The music, like the classical music mixed with like kind of like the video game sounding stuff, and I think it's cool that they, like the mix of what they did, the color palette, the music choices, all of that like goes hand in hand with the games that they choose because it's supposed to be like a kid's game, you know, like a playground game. And it's like, it really, it's like a mix of, and you know, they want to keep the game fair and everything. So it's like a mix of like really innocent themes mixed in with death, like lots and lots of bloody death. So it's just a really, really cool complementary thing that they have going on. And I didn't really think about this before, you know, whenever I went into this video, like I didn't have anything planned out that I was going to say about this, but it's just like, I just can't say enough good things about it. I was very shocked. I went into it thinking that I would not be impressed because it's so wildly popular. And I have to go in and just like remind myself to try to not have any bias because it's a popular thing. So I gave it a chance and I ended up loving it. So, you know, if anybody actually has Netflix, which I don't support, but my brother gets it, and, you know, so whatever. If anybody has Netflix and they haven't seen it yet, I very much suggest it. It's so good. And the other thing that I have been watching, which I have not heard anybody else talk about, is Dope Sick on Hulu. We subscribe to Hulu because the daughter has to have Curious George at all times, so we're subscribed to Hulu, and it has Michael Keaton. He plays the doctor, Dr. Phoenix, and it's about OxyContin. And I saw actually one of my conspiracy pages that I follow shared something about it and said something about, oh, it's about, you know, can't wait to watch this. It's about pharma and OxyContin. And I was like, oh, I saw who was in it. I was like, I have to see this. Only at this point, only the first 4 episodes are out. The Wednesday before Halloween, the 5th one's gonna come out, and I am absolutely hooked. Pun intended. So, it's just so good. Like, and it kind of progresses really strange, aside from like the obvious like timeline thing, because it literally shows a timeline, and it'll like jump from 1997 to 2004 to 1999 to 2002 to 1998, and I'm like, it's continually jumping back and forth in this timeline, but at the same time it's not confusing. Like it makes many timeline jumps in one episode. You know, they're like hour-long episodes, and there's so many timeline jumps, but at the same time, it was never like I was confused as to what was going on. Even without having read anything about the history of OxyContin, it makes sense. Like, you have an idea of what the story is going to be before you even go into it. So it's obviously about a pharmaceutical company selling OxyContin, and, you know, the different ways that it affects people. It focuses on the pharmaceutical company themselves. It focuses on the doctors and the pharmaceutical sales reps, and it focuses on the users of the prescription drug. And it's crazy. Like, I'm in the Rust Belt, you know, and Appalachia is supposed to be, you know, highly targeted for OxyContin sales, and they talk about that in this show, because it takes place in Virginia, like in the middle of nowhere. And it's funny because Michael Keaton, who is actually from Pittsburgh, he says multiple times, oh, I'm from a small town in southwestern Pennsylvania. And I'm like, it's funny because it's true. He really is. We're getting the idea that this town, it has a mine. There's some miners in it. And he's, you know, saying how small it is. And I feel like everybody has someone that's been affected by, you know, opioids in some way or another. I feel like everyone can relate to it in some way. So if you have access to that, I very much suggest it. So that's my little pre-Halloween spooky bonus video, just because I got some stuff I wanted to talk to you in. I hope you come back on Friday, because I will be posting my review of Trick or Treat, but not that one. See you then.